WDRB Media, the voice of the community and those streaming live through free TuneIn radio app, Streama, Apple Music, Radio C, and more. You're listening to Pink Nation Radio, and I'm your host, Coach T. Today, if you're just tuning in, we're discussing about breast cancer and the effects that it has on the community. And we have none other than 757's own Miss Candice Jones of S.O.W. I want her to pretty much explain to you guys what S.O.W is and how she is using her platform to educate and, just grab our community and get their attention to become better versions of themselves. Go ahead and take it away, Candice.
All right, so through social media on my Facebook page, I have people who used to be drug addicts that are now recovering, and they're just telling their stories, and I give a lot of information on what I have been through personally, and what my family has been personally, and that is pretty much how I've been doing things. Soon I will have a YouTube channel, which everything from Facebook will probably go to YouTube, and I'll be doing things there. Also having I plan on having more resources for people, so that if you are doing drugs, and if you are doing the things that you can seek help, and you'll be able to seek help for yourself.
Thank you for that information. Now, when you were battling breast cancer, how was it? Is that where S.O.W came about? Did it come about after your battle or during the storm of your battle with breast cancer?
It came after I had breast cancer. And let me just tell a little bit about the breast cancer part. I did have breast cancer. I hopefully will be free breast cancer 2 years. This will be the second year. But I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and ended up doing chemo and radiation, and they ended up during that process, or no. First, they cut the part off of my breast, and then I had chemo, and then I had the radiation, and so I had that whole process going on. But in that process, I've learned to love myself with the deformity, because I do have one bigger breast, one smaller breast, and that is something to get used to, because it's a little deformity, and so you literally have to love yourself regardless of the things, like if you're kind of deformed, or if one breast is cut off, or both breasts is cut off, and how it looks afterwards, you would definitely have to do that.
Okay, so when you you actually had the procedure done,
yes,
did you feel as though, did that push you to go harder with your organization, or did it discourage you a little bit?
It pushed me towards doing the things with my organization, because in that you have to learn to love yourself regardless. So even loving yourself with breast cancer, you also have to learn to love yourself as an addict. So it still kind of coincides with each other.
Now, I remember in another discussion you were talking about when you were going through the breast cancer journey, and they were trying to put you on a medication, but you were recovering from addiction.
Yes.
How was that? Like, how did you make the decision?
So as you're going on the breast cancer, because I was addicted to drugs first, and so you literally are on drugs, right? And they wanted to give me a medication. The thing is some medications are addictive. Even if it's not from the street, even if it's from the doctor, it still can be addicted. The thing is to be mindful of those things, and just know what I did is I just know I cannot be addicted. So I literally took one or two and was like, okay, I'm not going to take any more. This is not for me. I don't like the way it makes me feel, or constantly making me feel, so I just did away with them.
So you kind of dealt with the pain without the pain medicine.
Yes.
That was a wise decision. And also, where do you see yourself now? You're done with chemo, you're done with treatments, and now you're pushing forward with S.O.W. Where do you see yourself in the future with your organization now that the storm is cleared and you're more focused on how you're going to get back to the community? What is your goals going forward with S.O.W?
My goals going forward with S.O.W is, well, I'm walking in one now, doing prison ministry. I am focusing on that. I'm also focusing on giving more material for S.O.W so that others can be helped. And in years forward, moving forward, I do plan on having my own pageant, and so that I'll be able to focus on those people. What I really want is a pageant for plus size people, but I also want a pageant for recovering addicts also, and so that we'll be able to work together. Those plus size people, I'm sure there will be some with breast cancer platforms, and so they are more welcome to. I will support those platforms also, and incorporating maybe a fashion show and all that.
Well, Candice, we really want to thank you. We want to thank today's guest, Candice Jones, for joining us. She is the founder of S.O.W. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Continue to tune in every Tuesday at 12:30 noon. Please listen 24/7 by going to wdrbmedia.com and click on the Listen Live tab. Also, if you want to be a guest on the show or want free advertising, call me at 757-726-7244. Connect with me on social media under Meek_Humble76 on Instagram, and also TikTok, Mama Mia Oyo. And you've been listening to the Pink Nation Radio Show, and I'm your host, Coach T, on WDRB Media, the voice of the community for double the information and inspiration. Until next week, continue to be blessed.